Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, today we have to do the chapter that is physical changes and chemical changes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So first thing that I want to ask you that is there any concept that you have doubt in this chapter?
Ma'am, I don't have any doubt.
Aryan,
No, ma'am. I don't have any.
Arya, Arya,
No, ma'am.
everything is clear? Okay, so we can move
Yeah.
to the question practice, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have doubt, then you can ask. Otherwise, we will be moving to the question practice. I think then only one class is enough for that one. What is the basic difference between physical and chemical changes? Anyone?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yeah.
So, ma'am, basically, physical change is a change where no there's no difference in the chemical changes after any change. For example, of tearing of paper, those
No, no,
size
no.
and shape
You
is.
have answered it in respect of chemical change. I'm just asking that what is physical change and what is chemical change?
Ma'am, so, ma'am, basically, so in changes where the physical properties of any substance do not change, but no new substance is formed, is called a physical change.
And the changes can be visible by naked eyes?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it can.
Okay. And what about
Ma'am,
the
ma'am, physical changes are usually reversible while chemical changes are usually irreversible.
Yeah, one point is this one. Other point is in physical change, there is no new substance formed, and in chemical change, new substance is
New
formed.
substance is found, yeah.
Third point is
Ma'am,
physical
also,
substances can be observed with the naked eyes, while chemical changes do not, can be or cannot be observed.
ma'am, there's no change in the chemical composition, ma'am.
Yeah, there is no change in chemical composition during the physical change, while there is a change in the composition of substance during the chemical change. All right. This is our worksheet that we have to do. Have you done the worksheet of heat? I have shared the 3 worksheets. Have you all done this one?
Ma'am, heat?
Yesterday we discussed about the topic heat, na?
Yeah, yeah.
So for the heat, I shared the 3 worksheets in the group,
Okay.
and you have to do these 3 worksheets.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the single worksheet for the physical and chemical changes that we have to do. What kind of changes is the explosion of fireworks? If the explosion of
Chemical.
fireworks is there, means
Chemical.
you are providing oxygen and there will be a chemical reaction, right? And if there
Yeah.
is a chemical reaction, means chemical change will be there. Which of the following is not a required condition for rusting to occur?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, carbon
carbon
dioxide.
dioxide.
Can you tell me that when iron rusts, then what is the substance that it forms after rusting?
Ma'am, iron oxide.
Yeah, it is iron oxide. What is the formula of this one?
Ma'am, the formula of rusting, once again, let me.
Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Okay.
Okay.
Which of the following describes the process of depositing a zinc layer on iron?
Galvanization.
Galvanized.
Are you aware about this process?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, it's to prevent rusting of iron.
Yeah, it is used to. Why we apply a zinc layer on iron?
Uh, ma'am,
Ma'am, because
this protects the iron articles from
No, no, we
rusting.
can place the aluminium
Yeah,
layer.
it reacts with the oxygen to form, I think, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you are get right. Because zinc
Ma'am,
layer forms a layer that is a zinc oxide,
ma'am,
Ma'am, it
yeah.
replaces
which
the
is
rust, ma'am.
resistant to further reaction.
Ma'am, we place zinc on iron so that it rusts before the iron.
No, 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 no.
ma'am,
It
can I
is
tell?
yeah.
Ma'am, it's more
Ma'am,
reactive.
basically there's two things about which you can talk about galvanization. First thing is that zinc is used as it reacts with oxygen, and then
Hmm.
when it reacts with oxygen, the zinc converts to zinc oxide.
Ha.
And then what happens is that basically the zinc oxide, it like what was that? Yeah, isolates the iron for the things like for the substances needed for rusting. And including zinc, chromium can also be used.
So you can simply say, right, that the layer of zinc oxide that has been formed now, it is resistant for further corrosion.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I
Question number.
also think that zinc is more reactive than iron, right?
Yeah, it is. Which of the following chemicals is responsible for making lime water milky? Okay, tell me that why we use lime water? Have you read about it earlier?
Yeah, we have read about.
Lime water is basically a test that we use to detect the presence of carbon dioxide. When we
Yeah,
pass the carbon dioxide gas through lime water, na,
it
it
turns
turns out
milky.
milky. So now it is saying that which chemical is responsible for making lime
Ma'am, we
water
also
milky.
use lime water and acidic soil.
Yeah, that is the different thing. Because lime water is basic in nature, that's why we use it in acidic soil. But the thing is that if it is turning milky, means some carbon dioxide will be there. So you have to identify that which chemical compound is there that can release carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide cannot because no carbon is there. In calcium
There's
chloride
oxygen.
also, yeah, also again it is CaCl2 means no carbon is there. In calcium hydroxide, I can see that no carbon is there. If no carbon is there, then how can the carbon dioxide be present? It is only calcium carbonate in which I am having carbon and oxygen both. That can
Yes,
lead to the release of carbon dioxide. Okay. When you leave a piece of iron in the open for some months, it acquires a film of brownish substance. The substance is called
Rust.
rust. Which of the following is not a chemical change? Is it the digestion of food, burning of coal, photosynthesis, or melting of ice? Definitely
ma'am, only
melting.
melting of ice.
Yeah. Tearing paper into small pieces is a chemical change? No.
False.
It is possible to rejoin small papers to bits to get back the original paper. Yes, it
True.
is possible, but it is not a.
It won't give a exact form. It will still have those tears in the paper.
No, but
Yeah.
if you recycle it, then you will get the proper paper that you have in the initial condition.
Oh, okay.
It is the recycling. But if you like, if you are joining it with Fevicol or something you use, na, then you will not get the original one.
Yeah, because there's some other element in the paper.
Yeah. Taps and bicycle handles are usually chromium plated.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Coating a layer of chromium prevents the rusting of iron articles. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is the change of water from liquid to steam is a physical change. Correct. When water changes from liquid to gaseous state, the chemical composition changes. No, it
No,
only
ma'am.
changes from
It
liquid
only
to
changes
gaseous
to
state.
gas. Yeah.
Water is changing into vapors basically.
Yeah.
Chemical change is always an irreversible process. Correct. Lime water turns milky by passing carbon dioxide. It is also correct, but
Ma'am, but
it
they're
is not.
not related.
Yeah, not related. Very short questions. Give two examples for each of the following. Physical changes which are reversible. Any two you
Physical
can.
changes which are reversible. Ma'am,
Ma'am, like when we make the flatbread or whatever we call roti, we can get back the original shape. Like out of the atta, when we make the circle shape, we can get back the normal shape if we don't like cook it.
Yeah. And second,
Ma'am, stretching of a rubber band also counts as physical
yeah,
change
it
is
is also
irreversible.
physical. And any two which are not reversible?
Ma'am, rust of iron, rusting of
Yeah.
iron.
Okay.
rusting of
And
ma'am, you can say.
But rusting is a chemical change.
yeah, sorry, you have to tell me the physical changes basically.
Ma'am, uh, not sure.
Tearing
Ma'am,
of paper.
yeah, tearing of paper is about to say, but you just said you can get it back
Yeah,
into
it
it.
can be reversible though. Breaking of glass.
Yeah,
It is
breaking of
written over
glass.
there.
Oh, sorry.
Next is justify the following statement. Photosynthesis and digestion of food are chemical changes. How you will justify it?
Ma'am, digestion of food, maybe because the insoluble substance will turn into soluble substance.
No, because this glucose is breaking up into
Oh
small
yeah,
substances,
Ma'am,
na?
yeah,
ma'am, like all
yeah.
the food particles break down into simpler forms with help of
Ha.
chemicals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Chemicals
And
and
also in
enzymes
the
digestive
are
stomach,
juices.
hydrochloric acid is like it's given out.
correct.
Yeah, they turn into simpler substances by digestive juices. And since digestive juices are added, there's a new substance formed.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And in photosynthesis,
Digest
there is again a reaction
Ma'am,
in
so
which the
basically it takes up
Chemical
the raw
reaction.
materials in during
Raw materials, and
photosynthesis
then
and then
you
converts
get a
it to
by.
glucose or simple sugar.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you can get oxygen out of it also.
yeah. Now just read this answer.
done,
Done?
ma'am.
Okay. Next is a piece of paper was torn into pieces and then burned. What changes does this sheet of paper undergo?
Ma'am, when the sheet is torn, it only undergoes physical change. It's
Huh.
because the chemical composition of the paper does not change when you tear it. But
Yeah.
when it's burned, the paper turns into ash, so its chemical composition changes and a new substance is formed.
Yeah, correct. Now read this one. Who is not present today? Bhargav, I think Bhargav is absent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bhargav is absent. Yeah. Done?
Yes,
Okay. How does the ozone layer act as a protective shield?
ma'am, the ozone layer acts as a protective shield by it
Ma'am,
absorbs like most of the harmful rays given out by the sun.
Yeah.
it protects us from the harmful UV rays. And only like it also when the UV like when the non-harmful UV rays enter, like it basically absorbs the ultraviolet rays.
It is
And
not,
then
you
yeah,
said that not harmful UV rays. UV rays are always harmful for us.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, you can simply write that it helps us by absorbing the harmful ultraviolet rays that are coming from the sun, basically.
Yes.
Okay. You can read the answer. Done?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
done, ma'am.
Observe the given picture and answer the questions. Now, see what is this picture is. What change will you observe in the color of the solution after dropping an iron nail into it? When you drop the iron nail,
Ma'am, the color changes from blue to green.
yeah. Why do we observe the change in the color?
Ma'am, because iron is more reactive.
Because
No,
copper from the
copper is more
solution get
reactive
deposited
than
on the
iron.
iron. So formation of iron sulfate is there. As it is the copper sulfate, correct? As now iron is more
Yes,
reactive
ma'am.
than copper. Now sulfate ions will move
Ma'am,
towards the
iron displaces copper,
copper
I think.
from copper sulfate. You can write this one also. What causes brown deposition on the iron nail? So it is the formation of copper
Copper.
basically. Word equation, you can write copper sulfate plus iron. It is CuSO4 plus Fe gives FeSO4 plus Cu, correct?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the symbols also?
Ma'am, yeah. I do.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ruhika,
yes,
do you know the symbols for this one also?
yes.
Okay. Tell me the symbols of this reaction.
Ma'am, what exactly do you mean by symbols of the reaction?
Like
Like a
copper
short.
sulfate. How can we present
CuSO4.
Yeah, CuSO4 plus Fe plus FeSO4 plus Cu.
Okay, good. Now give an example of a chemical reaction for each of the following. A change in color is observed.
Rust of iron.
Yeah, rusting you can say. Gas is evolved.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
like cooking of food.
Yeah, that
ma'am,
you can say.
burning of
Yeah, burning of
boiling of
paper.
water.
Ashes and carbon dioxide is released.
Yeah.
Boiling of water, you can get water vapor.
Burning of water.
Boiling.
Boiling of water is not a chemical change.
Oh yeah.
It is a physical change.
Yes, sir.
Burning of paper you can write. Correct? Sound is
Yes, ma'am.
produced.
Ma'am, like in
This,
throwing anything on the ground, like throwing a water bottle on the
but it
ground.
is not a physical chemical
Oh
change, na?
yeah, sorry.
So it is the bursting of crackers.
Ma'am,
Change
when
in
we boil something, like sound comes of boiling, right?
but boiling is a physical change.
Yeah.
Change in smell. So for this one, you will learn the bursting of firecrackers.
Ma'am, for change in smell, you can say rotting of food.
Yeah, rotting of
Ripening
food.
of fruits.
Heat is given out.
Burning of paper.
Yeah. Write any three differences between physical and chemical changes that we have earlier discussed in the class when
Yeah.
we started this
Yes,
chapter,
ma'am.
right? You can read this one also.
Done.
Okay. The same iron wires are kept in the following different places. Compare the degree of rust formation in these three places. Now, how you will compare?
Ma'am,
You will
depending
compare
on
with
if the
atmosphere.
components needed for rusting
Yeah.
are present or not.
On the moon, we are not
Air
having
and
the air.
moisture.
Near the beach, there is high humidity. The
Yeah.
humidity
So
is
the
Moisture, high
rusting,
moisture.
so the iron nail will rust faster.
Yeah.
faster in case B, then C, and then E.
Yeah.
You can read this one also. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now what is it? Okay. Now you will do what? It is also this type. Okay. Just give me a second. You have to answer this.
Ma'am, burning of coal is written twice.
No. Oh. Evaporation of seawater. You have to answer this in your notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
And your video should be on.
Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
I want to check that how you will write this answer, okay?
Yeah, I'll get my
Oh,
pen.
ma'am, my camera actually isn't working. I can send you a screenshot.
Screenshot of what?
Yeah, like it's not working. I don't know why.
Okay, no issue.
After I'm done, I'll send the pictures to Manisha.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what was the last change that we had to describe?
Crystallization.
Okay, ma'am.
Now there's only one question, right?
Just do it right now. After that, I will tell you.
I'm done with the first one.
Yeah.
Should I send it to Manisha, ma'am?
Yeah. Have you completed?
Yeah, with the first one I'm done.
Yeah. All the 4 parts you have done, na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Send it to Manisha, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm done. Should I send it to Manisha, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm done, ma'am.
Okay. Send. Have you all sent?
Ma'am, I just completed now. I'm just getting my phone to send.
Okay.
Now I sent.
All right. I will tell you whenever I will receive. Just move to
Ma'am,
the next.
I'm also done sending.
All right. Observe the given activity and answer the following questions. There is the vinegar and baking soda. Vinegar is basically what? It is acetic acid, means
Dilute acetic
CH3COOH.
acid.
Yeah. And one is baking soda. Acid and base are reacting, right?
Yeah.
And it is a lime water. Now you have to tell the acid present in vinegar. So vinegar, it is basically the
Acetic
acetic
acid.
acid.
Acetic acid.
Which gas is produced when baking soda reacts with vinegar?
Carbon dioxide. Ma'am,
Carbon dioxide.
yeah.
Yes. What is
Okay.
the formula for baking soda?
Ma'am, baking soda is
CO3.
CO3.
It is
And
sodium
then
hydrogen carbonate. What
acetic acid is
is,
CH3COOH.
yes, very good. What change will you observe in lime water and why? Lime water will turn
Milky,
milky.
ma'am.
Ma'am, milky because when vinegar and baking soda react, it gives out carbon dioxide, and when carbon dioxide reacts with lime water, it turns milky.
Yeah. Write word equation for both the chemical changes. One is acetic acid plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. It will give carbon dioxide and other substance, right?
Yeah.
And when calcium hydroxide, that is your lime water is basically calcium hydroxide. When it reacts with carbon dioxide, we get calcium carbonate,
Uh,
which is milky in nature.
yeah. Ma'am, isn't calcium carbonate like chalk?
Yes, you can say.
Yeah, it is chalk. I think so.
Yeah. Next is Rahul was a student of class 7th. His father purchased a new bicycle for him on his birthday. After a few months, he found that cycle chain and even the handle were rusted. His father advised him to apply a coating of paint on the cycle and not to keep it in the open for in future. Why does his cycle get rusted?
Ma'am, from this question, we can see that Rahul's cycle was most likely open to air and moisture. This caused it to rust over a long period of time, forming iron oxide on the
And if it
metallic
comes
parts
in
of
contact
the
with air and
air and
water,
moisture. Yeah,
yeah,
moisture.
due to which it forms a layer of iron
The
oxide.
iron oxide, yeah, which is changes the color and rust forms.
Yeah,
And ma'am, his father tells him to apply a coat of painting to the cycle to prevent the process of rusting. Coating the paint of the cycle will prevent from air and moisture to reach the iron and yeah.
yeah, correct. A student collects wax from a burning candle, he melts it and then adds a new wick to it and leaves it to cool. Can this process create a new and functional candle? Yes, it will
Yeah,
create a new and
it's just
functional candle.
Yes, ma'am.
But it will create a new and functional candle, but it will is a physical change, not a chemical change.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Because there's
Ma'am,
nothing
it's because
huge.
No
the wax
new
is still
substance.
wax.
Yeah. Next is a woman mixes flour, milk, eggs, and water to create a batter for baking a cake. The steps in the process is step 1 mix flour, water, eggs, sugar, and milk in a bowl. Place the batter in a baking tray and bake a cake in the oven. Which types of changes do each of the steps represent? Step 1,
Mom, first
he's
step
just
has to be a
mixing.
physical change because there's no new substance. It's just a mixture of all of those
Yeah,
ingredients. And then the second step has to be a chemical change, as ma'am, maybe it's because it turns into more of a solid form.
yeah, because it is now baking, na. In
Yeah,
the same way,
it's
we can
baked.
say that chapati. When we bake it, then it is completely a chemical change.
Yes, ma'am.
And making a dough is a physical change.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it's a chemical change as the chemical bonds in the dough change.
When,
Ma'am, when we're baking it.
yeah, when we are baking it. And when we are kneading it, then it is a physical change. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is a chemical change is one in which changes takes place on the molecular level. It produces a new substance where a physical change does not produce any new substance. To understand how a physical change occurs, take some sugar crystals and dissolve them in water. The water becomes sweet to taste, which shows that molecules of sugar are present in the water. Evaporate the sugar solution in a china dish over a Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp. A white residue is obtained. A white residue is obtained in the china dish. All the properties of this residue are identical to sugar which was earlier dissolved in water. Thus, we find that in this case no new substance is formed. Hence, dissolving of sugar in water is a physical change. Changes in state or phase are physical changes such as melting, freezing, this, and this one. In which, wait, yeah. In which of the following changes takes place at the molecular level? At the molecular level, we can say that there is a chemical change. Now we have to
Yeah, so
identify that which one
burning
is
of
a
wood.
chemical change.
Burning of wood. Ma'am, cutting of wood is not exactly a chemical change because there's no new substance. Neither is chopping of wood. It's the same as cutting of wood, basically. And burning of wood, the wood will basically turn into, what you can say, smoke as
Yeah.
as
Vaporization is an example of a physical change.
Ma'am, physical.
yeah,
Yeah, because water is converted into vapors.
Ma'am,
yeah,
but the vapor is still water, so it still
Yeah,
counts as physical.
correct. Evaporation of sugar solution to obtain sugar is an example of a physical change because it is still the sugar in it.
yeah,
And water we have evaporated, but we have the vapors with us, na?
yeah,
Identify the physical change from the following. Which is the physical change? Melting is a physical change, freezing and condensation. So all of those
yeah,
are physical changes,
yeah, all
correct?
of them.
Yeah. So your worksheet for physical and chemical changes has been completed. So if you have any doubt regarding this chapter, then you can ask. Now we are left only with 2 chapters.
Yeah, the reproduction of
Yeah, these
no
2 chapters we will
respiration
be going
and
to discuss in detail.
yeah,
I received the answers of you also. Just discuss these ones. First is Ruhika. Ruhika, in this one, rotting of eggs, you cannot say that there is a breakdown into a new substance.
Yes, ma'am.
If rotting is there, so you can't say that either is a breakdown or it is a like adding up of new substance something. The only thing that you can say that the smell is changing or something like na.
Yes, ma'am.
Rest is okay.
Yes.
Arav.
yes, ma'am.
Arav rotting of eggs is correct. This is a chemical correct. Arav, yours is correct.
Thank you.
Arya.
Yeah.
Arya, in rotting of eggs, you cannot say that how the chemical composition is changing. You have to tell that what are you observing, because chemical composition you can't check na that whether it is changing or not. To detect for the change in chemical composition, you
Ma'am,
have to do
the
some test.
smell is different.
Yeah, smell you have to write.
Yeah, ma'am.
Rest is correct, Arav. Arya, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Last one is Arav or Aryan.
Ma'am, I think mine.
Who has written the name over it, the
Ma'am,
thing?
mine. Me, Aryan.
Aryan, okay. Aryan, your answer is good. Very good.
Me.
Rest is okay. Okay. For the next 2 chapters, you have very like you have doubts with that one, na? So for these chapters, we will do the theory first and then we will do the worksheets. We will have the quick revision of the theory also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, Vina. If you have doubt, then you can stay. Otherwise, you can leave.
Ma'am, no doubt.
Ma'am, bye, ma'am.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. Bye
So,
bye.
ma'am,
Thank
bye.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.